The Cathedral of Light. Tanos had returned. He celebrated his brilliant rebirth exuberantly and licentiously in the great Cathedral of Light. But Talia was not yet defeated and swore, yet again, revenge. Tanos was once again among the living. Should one have seen this coming? Well, presumably, because with a name like that, it was probably inevitable that he would pop up again. In honor of Tanos and all the other people who had been resurrected, a great feast was proclaimed in the Cathedral of Light.
How do you feel, Father? Are you well?
Of course, son. Ha! How could I not be well now that I am finally back among the living? I am so eternally grateful to you, my boy. Let's celebrate together with our victory over darkness.
So be it, Father. I have ordered one of my strongest warriors to guard the impregnable gates to the city. Nothing will come through them to disturb our celebrations. Go forth, Hordor. Show us what you can do.
Hordor! Hordor!
My idiot brother has gone and resurrected our even more idiotic foster father and, just for fun, all the heroes I killed in the previous part. Oh, well, at least now there's something to do. Forward, orcs! Time to blow up that party!
But the Absolute Evil's creatures were unable to take these gates. Probably not even a dragon mother or a mother of dragons would have been able to tear them down.
Total bummer, namby-pamby little pack of orcs. But hey, fine. I'll just find some other way to blow up that party.
After all the time Talia had spent talking about blowing up, it was inevitable that she would be hit by a flash of inspiration. Beneath the Cathedral of Light, there was an ancient, long-forgotten cellar. If this were filled with explosive material, it would probably lead to a dynamite buzz for the partygoers.
Everyone stop. I just had a flash of inspiration. If we stack some blaze beer under the cathedral, we can blow the damn place up along with Tanos. I am so brilliant. Forward, little snots, gather hops and malt, and let's get this party started.
The inebriated evil set about building a brewery complete with brewing kettle, an important step on the way to brewing blaze beer. Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay. A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon. The celebrations were in full swing. Tanos, the good paladin of light, however, wanted to give this joyous celebration a more personal touch.
Friends, brothers, comrades, it's good to have you by my side again. My beloved son Tristan saved us all. I have had some of these hideous old monstrosities captured in his honor. Tristan, to you belongs the honor of bringing the purifying fire upon them.
Father, does that really need to be done? I think we could...
Oh, son, you are so humble. I'll just spring in and take over for a minute. This is for you, son. Enjoy the show.
Looks like those two have found each other again. Tanos is still the same dumbass he was when I put his head on a spear. And that's where he should have stayed. But Tristan, the miserable idiot, at least they have no idea of the favor they've done me here. Okay, little snots, get to work.
Dead Horde creatures could easily be resurrected at a defibrimat in a Horde laboratory. Fortunately, the supposedly dead creature was mysteriously returned to the dungeon, where some little snots picked it up to carry it to the Horde laboratory. Your little snots have roused some lava lumps. The first Horde creature had been resurrected as a defibrimat in the Horde laboratory.
Excellent! Welcome back. I just happen to have a jolly little suicide mission for you.
Talia? Do you always have to disrupt my parties? It's like that time on my 14th birthday, when you dumped that bucket of pig's blood over my head. Men, drive that rabble off. I don't want my father to be disturbed.
Oh, yes, that's right. The red birthday. Oh, those were the days.
Talia's activities in the underground had not gone unnoticed. Heroes set out to destroy the dungeon.
As if those few pathetic wretches stand a chance against us. Go on, polish the traps, sharpen the axes, stretch tripwires throughout the dungeon.
Another dead creature has been resurrected in the Horde laboratory. The festivities were still in full swing, and more partygoers arrived by the minute. Just then, noble guests from the House of Martell set out with smoking tires to ascend the Iron Throne with sun spears. I mean, to join in the festivities.
They'll never make it, because they're gonna suffer a hostile takeover on the way. Forward, creatures! Scout out the area, set up an ambush, and then just let them have it.
Manivores have appeared in your dungeon. Manivores have been discovered in your dungeon.
My friends from Martel, I'm glad you came here and brought these overpriced plastic figurines with you.
Defend the dungeon heart.
Another one of those heretical monstrosities with holy fire. This one is yours, Tristan, my beloved son.
Thank you, Father. Even if I would prefer to forego the honor.
Don't be too modest now. Enjoy the show, and then we'll party on.
Fortunately, the Frankensteinian evil was now able to use the Horde laboratory to revive its Horde creatures. Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
heroes. They die faster than flies.
Talia! That's just barbaric! Stop it! We are having a party here!
The sober evil still had not built a brewery. It quickly set about rectifying this faux pas. A ghost hunting group by the name of Shoo-Be-Doo was on their way to the festivities along with their mysterious machine.
Then let's see those mysterious figures disappear somewhere in the ghostly mists. So much for those Scooby-Doo ghost hunters. Those kids and their dog won't be stopping anyone anymore.
A dead Horde creature has been resurrected in the Horde laboratory. In keeping with the motto, better safe than sorry, the construction-addicted evil had erected a second Deafy Brymat. Well done. Manivores have been discovered in your dungeon. Payday! A few Manivores have appeared in your dungeon.
To purify another one of those heretical monstrosities with holy fire. This one is yours, Tristan, my beloved son.
Thank you, Father. Even if I would prefer to forego the honor.
Be too modest. Enjoy the show, and then we'll party on.
Fortunately, the Frankensteinian evil was now able to use the Horde laboratory to revive its Horde creatures. The not yet lost to reason evil had built a brewery. A delicious aroma spread through the dungeon. Delicious blaze beer was ready and waited only for the hand of terror to place it into the forgotten cellar below the cathedral.
Something is wrong. Fear it. Men, you must stop Talia. Take battle formation. Trebuchets to the fore. The archers take a break, and the cavalry dashes straight on in, just like we practiced.
The powerful wizard named Switcher set out for Tanos' celebration with his followers.
But he'll never arrive.
Another dead creature has been resurrected in the Horde laboratory.
It's payday.
Talia, stop killing heroes!
But I'm on such a roll right now. I sure did a number on that Switcher for sure. That's what you get when you replace the cool main character with a third-rate replacement. You bozos.
The first barrel of blaze beer was deposited in the cathedral cellar. However, in order for this to have a reasonable explosive force, many more barrels would have to be stacked here.
What's that smell? Is someone brewing beer? Without letting me have any? That's downright instant, that is. Off you go, lads! Go and get it! We're running low up here.
The delicious smell of hops, malt and barley had little chance of escaping an unerring dwarven nose. It was only a matter of time before those vertically challenged bearded so-and-sos would start digging into the dungeon.
Let them come. Off you go. Build traps, sharpen your weapons, and have Fairy Tale Throat Songs Part 3 at the ready. That way the pain won't stop at the face. It'll go all the way through to the ears.
Your gold vein is nearly exhausted.
All good things come in threes, my son. Look deep into the flames of the purifying fire, and behold the mercy our goddess bestows upon this unworthy life.
Yes, Father. If you say so.
Don't be too modest now. Enjoy the show, and then we'll party on.
Now they're sending me my new subordinates by express mail. Hop to it, little snots. Get to resurrecting so that the creature can head back into battle.
I see that you caught a few of these vile creatures and put them on display, my son. Wonderful.
Well, actually, they're just prisoners of war at the moment, Father.
Things such as prisoners of war can only exist among rational beings, son. The only thing you can do for these creatures is to give them a quick death, but that can wait until after the feast.
Like how? I'll free them and add them to my army. Go ahead. Go on out there. Release the cages and smash those creatures to bits. The other way round, of course.
Boy, what have we got here? This is one ugly dungeon. That's not very nice. You don't even have an invitation. Come on, guys. Get rid of that lot, and then bring me the beer!
Keep your dirty hands off my beer. I need it for a... Well, never mind. Go on. Knock them down. Flatten them. Shave off their beards.
Ding dong! It's payday! Manivores have appeared in your dungeon. You have unearthed a new area in the dungeon.
Welcome back, creature of the Horde. Talia cares about you and has made sure...
The far-off kingdom of Vakanda.
Brewing beer takes forever. I thought we were in dungeons here, and not some boring empire-building game where I spend 3 hours watching my settlers bake bread.
Indeed, brewing the beer turned out to be more than a little tedious. Fortunately, there was a welcome solution for the tech-addicted evil: magic batteries. These could be used in a work unit to power it magically for a short time.
Ooh, that sounds just like what I need. All right, go ahead. I've got my credit card ready. Do I get a gift basket if I buy several at once?
The teleshopping-tuned evil first had to further research the workshop and then build an infusomat. It immediately set about doing so. Dwarves are building new rooms underground.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Man, these heroes, they die faster than flies.
Talia! That's just barbaric! Stop it! We are having a party here!
Welcome to the festivities, my friends. The Kenda forever.
Stupid old partygoers. Stupid old Thanos. I'm still gonna crush your party.
Thirsty dwarves made their way to the dungeon. Payday! Talia now possessed a very high-level and powerful horde creature. With a little research, this could be turned into a champion unit.
Oh, is that so? You know, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I've been a general for so long, but some details...
Well, actually, it was the same in the last one.
Whatever! Let's just do it that way. It can't hurt if the cannon fodder can take even more.
Talia and the dwarf-rejecting evil had driven the dwarves from the underground. These would no longer cause any trouble.
And thankfully, they also left their supply of gold behind. Wow, that's friendly. barrel collecting thing is taking forever. Can't we just raid a brewery or something?
While there was no brewery nearby where one could steal barrels, there was a spell that could be used to create resources. The magic-addicted evil vaguely remembered having used this one before.
Really? Wow! That sounds super. Well then, let's get a move on. That should do the trick.
Your little snots have completely mined out a gold vein. The brewing evil still had to produce and store beer. The first infuso-mat was ready to go. Now, all that remained was to craft a magic battery out of toolboxes and mana.
Oh, on you go, you lazy little snots. Get that stuff over here. If this keeps up, we won't have the beer done until Tanos's great-great-great-grandchildren are up there having a party.
Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Talia! Stop killing heroes!
But I'm on such a roll right now.
Huh. I'll just resurrect them later anyway. So there's no point anyway.
Well, it's definitely had a very positive effect on my mood. Those guests partied their last party.
A special Naga appeared to have been captured by Tristan's henchmen and was being paraded through the city as part of the festivities. If the gracious evil were to free her, she would certainly join him most joyfully.
What a pathetic creature. Go on, get moving, mother of madness. Look at this wretched creature. Shame! Shame! Shame!
Another dead creature has been resurrected in the Horde laboratory.
I can feel it in my bones. Winter nears. But a nice little holy fire and a few heretics to burn will fix that.
Payday! Creatures are collecting their pay.
Snazzy new champion unit. That's the way I like it. Forward, champion! To the front with you!
Talia had freed a warg rider. It could do a great deal of damage to a single target and knock it to the ground. A level of goblin research made it possible for Talia and the researching evil to ensure that all goblins above a certain level became warg riders. The zealous evil had filled about a quarter of the cathedral cellar with blazed beer. With a broad grin, it got right back to work.
Somehow, I have a very strange feeling. Something is wrong here. Men, search the underground. My sister is plotting something somewhere down there.
A number of heroes headed into the underground to find out what Talia and the insidious evil were up to. Additional potential guests were on their way to the festivities. Your little snots have discovered an artifact. The bonus-grabbing evil had stored an artifact in order to unleash its powers. Manivores have appeared in your dungeon. Enemies are in the dungeon. Talia and the party-crashing evil had intercepted the potential celebrants.
Man, these heroes, they die faster than flies.
Talia! That's just barbaric! Stop it! We are having a party here!
It's payday.
Your enemies are in the dungeon.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Enemies are in the dungeon. A new area of the dungeon has been discovered. Partygoers from the noble house of Bannisters set off for the festivities. Ding dong, it's payday.
Those guests won't ever be arriving anywhere.
Stop killing heroes!
But I'm on such a roll right now.
Huh. I'll just resurrect them later anyway. So there's no point anyway.
Well, it's definitely had a very positive effect on my mood.
Celebrate, my friends! Celebrate as long as you can! For the night is dark and full of ticks. Or slugs. Oh, I don't know, but evil never sleeps!
A dead Horde creature has been resurrected in the Horde laboratory. Your enemies are in the dungeon.
Can you even begin to imagine lying there dead forever, just waiting to be resurrected?
Weren't you in the Hall of the Goddess, Father?
I can't exactly remember, but it was very, very warm where I was. I think that was the Goddess's burning light.
Father, shouldn't we maybe try to end the war against Talia and bring all the people together? Unite the world?
Ostensibly a noble thought, my son. But if you waste time making people love you, all you'll end up becoming is the most popular dead guy.
Your enemies are in the dungeon. Payday! A delegation from the distant Northlands was on its way to Tanos' grand celebration. Your enemies are in the dungeon. Talia had freed a Nomobot. This mech-trained fighter was able to deal immense amounts of damage.
I hadn't purified that one bard, the one with the gold and the wizard.
A gold vein is almost exhausted.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Talia, what are you doing?
I'm freeing this Naga shaman. What do you think? That I was gonna let Thanos chase her around?
Well, maybe it is better this way. Father just gets so upset. But I'm not doing this for you, stepsister.
The Naga shaman, out of gratitude for her liberation, joyfully joined the slithering evil's army. She still had some scores to settle with the local heroes.
Those guests partied their last party. Man, these heroes, they die faster than flies.
Talia, that's just barbaric. Stop it. We are having a party here.
A gold vein has been mined out. A good half of the abandoned cellar below the cathedral was now filled with blaze beer. Henceforth, all little snots in the vicinity were forbidden to smoke.
Something is going on down there. Onward, men! And women. Storm the dungeon!
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
So now we've released all those champions from their cages. Time to blow up that party.
Son, you've had the prisoners eliminated. Ha, that's my boy. Celebrate, my friends! Celebrate as long as you can! For the night is dark and full of ticks. Or slugs? Oh, I don't know, but evil never sleeps!
Father, we could still make peace. I am absolutely certain.
Son, if you let one wolf live, the sheep will never be safe.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Hold on. Hold on.
The cellar was now 3/4 full of blazed beer. A truly bombastic fireworks display seemed just a finger's breadth away.
Men, my sister has hatched an insidious plan. You must stop her. Forward!
Good to be back among the living. Can you even begin to imagine lying there dead forever, just waiting to be resurrected?
Weren't you in the Hall of the Goddess, Father?
I can't exactly remember, but it was very, very warm where I was. I think that was the goddess's burning light.
The beer-drinking evil needed a few more barrels of blazed beer to blow up the feast. The cellar below the cathedral was filled to bursting with blazed beer. Talia and the explosive evil went about setting off the fireworks with huge grins on their faces.
Oh, I can hardly wait. Time to push the big red button.
Your little snots have completely mined out a gold ring.
Order. Order.
Fine dust indifferent evil had ignited a fulminant display of fireworks. The Cathedral of Light was now just a smoking crater, as was much of the city surrounding it. A large number of the heroes who had just celebrated their resurrection suddenly found themselves piles of ashes.
That was a great celebration. I like making an entrance with a bang. Yoo-hoo, Father, are you still there? Are you that sad little pile of ashes over there? Good, good. Can I just sit out on my balcony and drink wine for the rest of the game?
But the news of Tanos' passing was premature. He and Tristan had survived the explosion.
Talia, you evil bitch. I knew you'd show up, but you won't get me that easily.
How the hell did you guys survive that?
Tristan and I were dancing on the table during the explosion. 100% solid oak. 30% off if you picked it up yourself. Who can say no to that?
Stupid brand name merchandise, but whatever. I'm actually rather happy. Your survival means that I can now kill you again!
Evil will never triumph over me. Well, at least not twice. Die, Talia!
Tanos' crusade against Talia. Talia had once again turned Tanos against her and aroused his holy fury. An epic battle was about to begin. Tanos and his foster daughter Talia once again faced each other in a merciless battle. Tanos had rounded up the last of his allies to resolve the battle once and for all.
Father, do you really want to go that far? Talia may have lost her way, but in the end, surely we can still talk to her and come to an agreement.
Son, I am impressed with how much you still believe in the good in your stepsister. But the time for talking is over. Talia was able to get me once through my goodness. That won't happen to me a second time. The Gauntlet of Finitude gives us a chance to beat Talia. Rise, men! It is time once again to enter the service of good and incinerate evil once and for all in the purifying fire of the light.
Tanos used the Gauntlet's power to revive the heroes once again and call them back from death. They rose from their graves and marched towards the dungeon as Tanos commanded.
Onward, you noble warriors! Receive the blessing of the blazing flame and bring doom upon my foster daughter!
As if a few old heroes from the last century would still have anything to say about that. The traps are trained and the creatures polished. Or the other way around. Whatever. Time to die, old man.
The insidious evil's traps performed admirably. It was certainly an excellent idea to increase their number. Tanos was protected by the Gauntlet of Finitude's power, but Talia knew that its power was limited.
Then we have no choice but to wait until Tanos runs out of juice before we can take care of him. But then, at least I have time to choose a beautiful new spear to stick his head on this time.
Your little snots have dug up a spider. Your little snots have dug up a spider. Ding dong, it's payday.
Men, it is time to eradicate evil once and for all. Forward, and take no prisoners!
Tanos set his troops in motion. Increased attacks on the dungeon were inevitable from now on. A combat-heavy patrol walked the graveyards here to keep an eye out for grave robbers.
They're right on the money with Tanos and my dim-wit stepbrother then. But of course, they don't get questioned. I do. It's probably because I'm a dark elf. Damn racists.
And the general of the absolute evil's army of the dark.
Yeah, well, that too.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
The unscrupulous evil had slain a hero in the dungeon, as so many times before, by the way. But now, it was contemplating whether it might be time to build an ice tomb. There, dead heroes could be brought back to join the prowling evil side as wafting ghost heroes.
That would be something. Then we more or less make the heroes fight for us. All right, you little snots. Build an ice tomb, erect a hero's grave, and drag those mutilated hero corpses over here pronto!
It's payday.
My friends, it is time to visit one of these graveyards.
Tanos and his fanatical followers, along with Tristan, set out to jump through a portal to one of the graveyards. It would be exciting to see what they would do there.
Probably pick themselves out a couple of nice graves and coffins. Come on, creatures. Let's reduce them to mush. Let's pound them into dust. Let's cover them in vinegar, because it burns.
This looks like the perfect spot. Son, this is where we will find more good, strong fighters for our cause.
In a graveyard? Father, I am not sure if this is really the right way for the light.
Naturally, son. Just trust me. I have the Gauntlet of Finitude and the Goddess's support. Bringing a few noble warriors back briefly from the realm of the dead for a good cause is in no way reprehensible.
And so Tanos sent resurrected heroes marching towards the warding evil. The good being killing evil's armies had discovered a colossal colossus. Enemies are in the dungeon.
that all you got, Daddy? Your pathetic heroes can't even come close to beating me.
Your enemies are in the dungeon.
It's payday.
Be vigilant, my friends, for evil never sleeps. My portal will soon be ready. I have need of you, heroes of the past. Rise up to once again serve the good. Welcome back, you heroes of ages past. Receive the blessing of the sacred fire. Forward! Destroy evil once and for all!
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
More coffins were destroyed by the lumberjack evil's creatures. The grandiose evil had vanquished another wave of Tanos' heroes. The trampling evil had destroyed additional coffins in the graveyards and had completely secured one graveyard. Ding dong, it's payday. Your enemies are in the dungeon.
Don't worry, son. We will win this battle, and good shall prevail. Maybe later, we can even resurrect Talia and try to convert her to the good. Would you like that?
I think so, Father. I hope you know what you're doing.
Of course, son. Come, brave fighters for the good. Rise from your graves and follow me into battle.
The undead evil now had an ice tomb complete with a fancy hero's grave at its disposal. All that was needed now was the corpse of a hero for the process to be set in motion.
Hey, son! There seems to be a small snag with the gauntlet. I was trying to resurrect a lot more heroes.
I'm afraid its power is used up, Father. Perhaps it will recharge over time.
Huh? That is heresy! How am I supposed to do the work of the goddess and the purifying flame like this? One of you is an unbeliever. Confess!
In his rage, Tanos struck one of the heroes, an amazingly evil act that earned him, well, evilness. Interestingly enough, this seemed to charge the gauntlet of finitude.
Oh, here, you brave warriors! Receive the blessings of the goddess and the light!
Now Tanos is going completely nuts again. And just for the record,
I killed the freaking goddess of light!
The crawling heroes from the grave evil had summoned its first ghost hero. It gazed with satisfaction at the newest addition to its army of evil.
Onward, defenders of the true good. Take off your musty robes, and then off to battle.
Payday.
more coffins we've smashed to smithereens. Awesome!
Your enemies are in the dungeon. The destructive evil had cleared out a graveyard. Tanos would not be reviving any heroes here. A gold vein is almost... Talia had defeated a wave of Tanos' heroes. The sharpshooting evil had created a ghost gunner. manivores have appeared in your dungeon. Your little snots have dug up a spider.
Father, it somehow feels wrong to tear these noble warriors from their graves. They fought their battles for good decades ago.
Ha! But you resurrected me too, son. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Father, what are you doing? You just accidentally knocked this man to the ground.
I'm doing excellently, son. Don't worry. I'm sure he was a heretic. So in fact, all I did was purify a poor lost soul. But I'm fine. Look, I can pull out trees and crush rocks, just like this one.
Tanos indeed seemed massively strengthened by the gauntlet of finitude and crushed the rock before him. This had blocked the way to a village, which was now accessible.
Away with you, you grave robbers! Leave our poor departed in peace.
You dare to oppose the holy light on its mission? May the goddess of light embrace you!
Father, what are you doing? Are you out of your mind? You're killing innocent people here.
Don't worry, son. I have this under control. This pathetic lot can't fight, and at best a prey for your depraved sister. I merely did them a favor. We can make good use of their strength in the fight against evil. After all, I can just resurrect them later. Welcome back, you heroes of ages past. Receive the blessing of the sacred fire. Forward! Destroy evil once and for all!
gold vein has been mined out.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
The grandiose evil had vanquished another wave of Tanos' heroes. The merciless evil's armies rushed into battle with the Colossus to earn some magnificent evilness.
Be vigilant, my friends, for evil never sleeps. My portal will soon be ready.
Father, I think we should pull back and talk about what's happening here. This is not the way it was supposed to be. We're the good guys.
Of course we're the good guys, son. You must never doubt that. But that doesn't mean we always have to turn the other cheek. Good must triumph. We can use the gauntlet to fix everything later, just like we did with the dead heroes here. Receive the blessing of the sacred flame, and prepare to destroy evil. And should you not succeed, know that I can summon more heroes from their graves at any time.
The ranging evil had created a ghost ranger.
It's payday.
A few manivores have appeared in your dungeon. Enemies have entered the dungeon. Natalia had defeated a wave of Tanos' heroes.
It's time to pay a visit to a graveyard. Make ready! Warriors of good, I call you. Rise up, you guardians of light!
Father! Are you sure that this is the path the goddess would take?
No, because I've slain that goddess. Hello? Don't just ignore me here.
Son, of course. I am the supreme representative of the goddess here. And I am convinced that she would agree with our actions. Rise, you heroes, from your graves, and fight by my side against the evil in the world.
Your enemies are in the dungeon. It's payday.
Is that all you got, Daddy? Your pathetic heroes can't even come close to beating me.
Once again, the gravedigger job-killing evil had destroyed a few coffins. The marauding evil had cleared a graveyard of fallen heroes. Thanos had exhausted the Gauntlet of Finitude's power a second time.
What a piece of junk! I thought those few villagers would have given me more power. Don't worry, son. I'll come up with something. Evil will not triumph over me again. Come, follow me. Remain vigilant, my comrades. It is time to resurrect new heroes and call them to our side.
Thanos reached another village, whose access, as chance would have it, was also blocked by a rock. With one mighty blow, he destroyed the rock. An uneasy feeling crept over Tristan as his father once again approached the ignorant and unarmed villagers.
Father, stop this madness! We can't let more innocent people die just to fight my sister.
Don't worry, son. Once we win, we'll bring them all back. The way you brought me back.
No, Father. I can no longer be a part of this.
Then step aside. Get out of here, you traitor. Do not stand in the way of the light and the eternal flame. I will personally take care of this and eradicate evil.
Tristan did not dare to confront his father and ran away. All that was left behind were the unarmed villagers and Thanos with a mad glint in his eye.
No? One way too young to die. I was going to take a trip around the world and...
Strengthened, Thanos set out to resurrect new heroes.
Arise, dead heroes, arise! Receive the blessing of the purifying flame, and now bring chaos and destruction upon the creatures of the abyss. Destroy them together with my sinister foster daughter.
A gold vein has been mined out. The marauding evil had cleared a graveyard of fallen heroes. A new graveyard patrol was making the rounds. The predatory evil was already making careful notes about where it could be ambushed.
dare you interfere with my plans like this? May the goddess have mercy on you, for I shall have none.
Ha! I killed your goddess, and pity is something I had to look up in the dictionary. You worn-out sack of dead meat. You should climb back into the grave you crawled out of. I'll be more than happy to help, too.
Talia, you depraved creature. I curse the day I welcomed you into my home.
Talia and the graveyard-keeping evil had seriously thwarted Tanos' plans. Yet the dwarf queen Brynhild still stood at Tanos' side.
Oi, that's right. And it's about time we got out of here. Go, Tanos. The thing with the dark elf brat will have to wait until later.
What? Hold it. You still have a nice date with a spear waiting for you here.
Not today, Talia. I just need a little more of that power, that evilness to charge the gauntlet. Only then can I destroy you and enable good to triumph.
Damn paladins with their stupid portals. All right, creatures, swing those hooves, get the lead out, and get after Tanos at a gallop. Forward!
And so, together with the pursuing evil, Talia set out in pursuit of Tanos. All's well that ends evil. Tanos had discovered that he could charge the gauntlet of finitude with evilness. It seemed obvious for him to perform evil deeds in exchange for letting the common good win in the end.